Man, the Bears lose to the Buccaneers 17-27. Ugly game. Ugly way to end the game. Justin Fields throws a pick six, trying to throw a screen. His numbers pretty bad. 16 for 29, 211 yards, one touchdown, two interceptions. Couldn't get really anything going on offense. And the Buccaneers, a team that a lot of people thought were going to be pushovers this year, are 2-0. Got to give a lot of credit to Baker Mayfield, 26 out of 34, 317, one touchdown. Great numbers. He looked solid too. He was actually extending plays. He looked good out there. We'll touch on that a little bit later when we talk about the NFC South and how they're doing. But I want to focus on Justin Fields because after 2 weeks, it looks like Bear fans have completely turned on Justin Fields. And is it warranted? I mean, I think so to a certain degree. But man, if you guys are on TikTok, if you guys are on Instagram, if you guys are on X, formerly known as Twitter, man, all the clips, all the tweets, all these Bear fans just talking about the things that Justin Fields can't do. And I mean, the evidence is there. He's struggling to see the field. He's struggling to go through his progressions. He's struggling to make a decision. He holds on to the football too much and he tries to run. And yeah, it looks bad, not gonna lie. And it's crazy how quickly the fans have turned on him, which I get. They're 0-2 and they haven't really played. Like, they lost to the Packers, who have a new quarterback who finally moved on from Favre and from Rodgers. And, Bear fans are probably thinking, like, Jordan Love doesn't have any experience. Our quarterback at least has a couple seasons under his belt, or, like, he's been in the league. He's gotten more playing time. There should be no reason why we can't compete with them. And Packers go and they beat them 38-20 at Soldier Field. All right. Maybe week 2 against the Buccaneers. We got a little journeyman quarterback, former number 1 overall, but he's a journeyman quarterback. They don't have Tom Brady no more. No one really thinks of the Buccaneers as, a powerhouse in the NFC going into the season. Why not? Let's get the season back on track. And it looks bad. It looks ugly. And people, with social media being so prevalent nowadays, you can't hide your weaknesses. You mess up a play, you miss a wide receiver running straight down the middle, you don't see him. People are gonna pause their YouTube TV. They're gonna pause their YouTube TV. They're gonna rewind and they're gonna record it. And they're gonna put it in the internet, and people are gonna be able to see it over and over and over again. And that's what's happening to Justin Fields now. People are just putting all these clips on social media. They're putting all these clips of Justin Fields not seeing the field, having people actually run wide open, and him just not finding his man. And those clips are pretty bad. Like, I do have to agree that, like, those clips are bad, and it makes Justin Fields look like a deer in the headlights. Like, he's not ready. Like, he can't go through his progressions. He sees it. He doesn't throw it. He doesn't trust his arm. He probably doesn't trust his accuracy. There's a couple times where, like, the line actually gives him like 5-6 seconds and he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't throw the ball away. He just kind of takes the sack, or he tries to tuck it and run, and he just kind of like doesn't have a lane to go into from his pocket, and it just collapses on him. He takes a sack, and now you're looking like a 3rd and 20, 3rd and 15. Whew. But the amount of videos, man, it made me feel like I was a Bear fan or something. I don't know what my For You page was about, but I kept seeing Bear fans just, man, again, another Caesar, bear down. Like, is this what I want? Like, I saw so many TikToks of Bear fans just so over the season, so over their team after week 2. But I mean, I think they got to ride the ship with Justin Fields, man. Like, you gotta give him more chances. This is one of the, I mean, everybody was happy. No, I mean, not everyone was happy, but everyone was optimistic about Justin Fields this season because the running was so good last year. The running was amazing. I believe he went over like 1,000 yards. He looked good running the ball. He was extending a lot of plays, especially at the end of the season. Like, even his passing numbers were getting a little better. But he did run a lot. He was escaping a lot. He was tucking it and running it a lot. And they're even saying that he's taking longer to throw his football now. His release is slower. His drop back is like super relaxed, super nonchalant. And by the time he gets to the top of his drop back, like, it's like super late. He's late to get to his reads. He's late to throw the ball. He's late to, understand what's going on in the field. I think all of that has to do with the lack of development that they've done in this first 2 seasons. Like I think because he didn't have the weapons, now he has DJ Moore, but before he didn't really have anybody. His line's giving him a little bit of time, but I think he's so used to just tucking the ball and running because his line, like his first 2 years weren't really helping him. He's so used to it. It's like muscle memory now. He doesn't believe he's gonna have time. And I'm not making excuses. It's just like I've seen it before. Like if you go back to like David Carr when he started and he got sacked hella times with the Texans, he just couldn't do it. And I think about like Alex Smith. It took him a while to be able to trust his pocket and like stay there and throw the ball after he was getting like destroyed at the beginning of his career. I'm looking at Blaine Gabbert. That's another one that comes to my head where he would show a little bit of flashes, but just his time with the Jaguars was just so bad when he would get sacked and he would get pressured so quick that even when he got to the 49ers and he got a little bit of playing time, like he would freeze up in the pocket. He'd start getting like small. And Blaine Gabbert was like 6'5", 6'6", and they're talking about he looks like a 6'1", 5'10" quarterback because he's getting little on the pocket. And I think that's that's part of the reason why Justin Fields is not developing right now. I think he has that. He just needs to get rid of that muscle memory that he's developed his first 2 years from the pocket collapsing on him and not really having a weapon, not really having playmakers around him. But I mean, there's no excuse. You're an NFL quarterback. You're a high draft pick, first round pick. You're the team has shown faith in you. This offseason they had the number 1 overall pick and they traded away. They kind of showed faith in you that you could be the guy. Justin Fields needs to step it up, and I do agree he needs to show. He does look a little nonchalant when he's dropping back, and he did look a little nonchalant when he did the little screens pass that he's trying to set up, even in the effort to try to like tackle him, the guy that intercepted him. Like it's just all too nonchalant right now. So Justin Fields, please get it together, because as a neutral, as a free agent fan, like I'm a fan of you, man. I'm a fan of you. People are gonna say that that's the MO of Ohio State quarterbacks. They can't read the field. They can't go through their progressions. I hope Justin Fields debunks that and he has a good rest of the season. But not gonna lie, after watching that game and seeing all those TikToks of Bear fans, like it might be GG for my boy, but I wish him the best. The Bears are playing the Chiefs next, so it doesn't get easier. I don't think they're gonna win that game. They're gonna go 0-3, and they're gonna play the Broncos, who are gonna be desperate too. So we'll see how we're looking. Maybe we'll revisit this after week 4, because after the Chiefs is not really worth. They're gonna be 0-3, like for sure. Chiefs haven't played that good. They're probably gonna actually beat down on the Bears to prove a point, but they might be able to beat the Broncos on week 4, October 1st. We'll see how the Broncos are doing. So yeah, we might revisit this after week 4, and if it's not looking up, then that we might have to close the book on Justin Fields.